Hello everyone. So we're going to go ahead and build a teleport store totally from scratch. Here's the reason we're doing this, is that we've built teleport, but we want to make sure that we continue to keep a thumb on how it operates. And in order to do that, several people here inside of the company are building Shopify and Etsy stores, and we're going to basically document the creation of those stores right here, pretty much totally live with as few edits as possible, so that you know what it's like to set up a store with teleport and what kind of problems come up. So we're going to go ahead and create this store. I'm going to start off with a Shopify store. I don't get to use any internal resources at all. It's my personal card, my personal operation, my personal choices about everything. And I will be creating a fresh email, creating a fresh Shopify, creating a fresh teleport account, everything totally from scratch, so that you know what it takes to get this whole process done fully live. And these are going to basically be uncut live streams of creating the store. So if you want to see how this goes, these series will come out over the next several days, weeks, months, and we'll continue to update you as we release new teleport features and show them off here on this continuous feed. So if you want to come along and join and see how it goes. Alrighty guys, so I'm going to go ahead and start up basically a whole new online identity effectively. We've got an incognito window open here. I want to go full from scratch so that anybody who wants to start up totally from scratch or is international or for whatever reason needs like another account set up, knows everything about it. So you can create several different Gmail accounts and there's no problem with that. It's completely allowed. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just create an account here with Google for my personal use. It is what it is, and I'm gonna give myself Mazer Rackham. If anybody gets that reference, join the thing. And I am going to create a fake internet identity here. Let's go. How old do I want to be? I'm gonna go 95. I'm gonna go younger. Here we go. There's that. Rackham. Wow, I kind of get all of them. And I gotta. Rackham. For those who don't know, Mazer Rackham was a general from Ender's Game, the book Ender's Game. I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna disclose what the password is. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. But I think I can start free. Ooh, we get to start free on Shopify? Nice. Sign up with Google. And I have my new Google account there. And now we have Shopify. Ready to go. I'm definitely going to go for the cheap account. It costs $39 per month. Then $1 a month. It's free for 3 days, $1 a month for 3 months. This is a promotional, but I'm going to go ahead and get it right now. You'll pretty much any store that you set up, Etsy, Shopify, yada, 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 is going to have some sort of fee attached to it. Shopify is monthly. It's one of the more expensive ones, but it's also one of the more powerful ones. So I'm going to go with Shopify just because Shopify is like the main print on demand kind of website. You got to put in your card information. You can technically set up the store without doing this stuff and most of it will work, I think. I'm not going to get a URL or anything with it, so it's going to go kind of fast for me. Yeah, Shopify is one of the handiest ones because it has the most tools. And Shopify is also one of the more flexible ones. So for the uses of this, we have control of the Shopify store. We'll set up an Etsy store at some point to help everybody with that, but I just want to be able to demo teleport quick and easy. And Shopify is one of the quicker ways of doing that. Etsy has a longer kind of lead time. So we'll do that in a different stream. I'm gonna do an online store. I don't have, yeah, I might add in an Etsy and an eBay at some point. This is the thing, Shopify implements with almost all the other places. So it can kind of be like your hub. There's a few ways of messing around with that. Yeah, I'll want to reach customers on Facebook and Instagram and stuff. New business idea. what the heck? I might sell digital products. I might sell some files on here. I don't know. You guys are all going to see it, so there might be some cool designs. Buy or make myself, drop it shipping products, print on demand products. Those are all kind of correct, I guess. But like if you were setting up a 3D printing business and you were already 3D printing stuff, you'd probably click all those. I don't know, I'm eyeballing this. All set. Let's add a product in. I want a product as a baseline. Okay, here we go. Bibs test. Hello, come on. Oh my gosh. Here we go. One. This is a test product. Okay, let's go to ChatGPT. I'm gonna have ChatGPT generate me some pictures of a 3D printed item. Create an image of a 3D printed Oreo holder for a glass of milk. Yeah. This is a slight teaser to the product that I'm probably gonna use on this. Actually, no, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to source a file from online. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find an item that is commercially licensable. I'm not gonna license it right now. I'm gonna totally steal the photos in this moment, but I will license it here before I release the product. Oh, actually, ooh, Eldon Designs. Do they have a commercial license? They do. Ooh, I really like these lamps. Are these? I want to see what they're. Oh, sweet. They have these. We should get these added into Teleport. We'll need to reach out to Eldon Designs and say, hey, do you want to be a Teleport user? Because we can just include their stuff inside of there, because these are really good designs. Well, they're too complex. I want to start with a simpler one here for test prints and that kind of thing. Let's see. I want just a nice, clean. Forge code is good. I like these layers in green frogs. Do I have the license? Can I get the license? I want to become a member at the commercial level. Do they have a merchant? Commercial license. Do not connect. Okay, yes. So they do have a commercial license. It's $8 a month. I like layers in green. I know them pretty well. And I like this particular product. So what I'm going to do is I am going to screen cap. I want the snipping tool. There we go. I'm going to snip out the green frog because that is the one I'm going to try to move. This is not the way to do it. I will probably print off versions of this and go from there. Here we go. Here we go. This one has hands in it, so I want to see it. These is just a couple of photos that I'm going to use for placeholders here. And then we will clean up this listing later. But for now, I just need a test listing. So we're going to start with the test listing. The reason I picked these two photos is the first one shows the frog, and then the second one shows the frog in context, which I like. So now going back to my actual item. Frog jewelry dish. Okay. Frog dish is awesome. Buy it. Also, by the way, if I want to use ChatGPT for this, create a product description for a frog-shaped key dish. Here we go. The item is 3D printed. Here we go. Those dimensions are actually almost even correct, but this is a good layout. If you don't know how to do product listings, use ChatGPT. It at least gives you a baseline copywriting capability. I would normally reread this, but that is for kind of a different video. I will do like a listing optimization at some point in the future, but not right now. All right, here we go. So frog 1, give me that. And frog 2, give me that. And then the category. Home and garden. Okay, fine. Well, it gives me decorative trays. That's fine. Pricing. I'm gonna charge. Oh, this is a whole nother topic. Again, this is all a demo listing, so don't take much of what I'm doing to heart. But this is what it's gonna be. I'm gonna bet this is what you can put this in from Teleport, but I think this is probably gonna be about $8. Yeah, something like that. Don't need to track quantity because it's going to be printed on demand. You would need to know what the weight is, so I would print off a demo of this and send that out. I believe it's going to be like 0.25 pounds. It's not going to weigh a lot. Variants, add options on color. Color, yes, absolutely. We're going to call this skew. Yes, definitely need to skew. Frog dish _1_green. Done. Hold on, I need to look at this. This is driving me nuts here just a little bit. Here are the variants. Add another option. Ooh, this is a little bit confusing, isn't it? Yes, color. I want a color. I want it green. Oh, there we go. Green. And then I want black. Yeah, we'll do it in black, I guess. I'm just gonna have those two simple colors for now, and then I'm gonna get rid of animal because I don't know why animal is one of the color options. And then inside of each one of these, I'm gonna give it a skew. So frog dish _1_black. That's how to do a skew. And then here in green, I'm gonna do frog dish _1_green. The skews are really, really important. So do make sure you always put skews in all this stuff. But hey, now I have a product there. That should be fine. There's a setup guide over on the right side. I don't know what that does for us. Find products to sell. That's for later. We'll do that later. Okay, so now I can preview this product listing right here. And there it is. That all looks good. Can I buy it now? Okay, yeah. Okay, so now if I go home, I have a store. I should be able to preview my shop. Hold on just a second. Store settings. Shopify payments, add store name, name store. Setting up Shopify kind of takes a long time, doesn't it? Gabe's Teleport Test Store. Actually, I'm not even gonna call it Gabe's. I'm gonna call it Slant 3D. Save. There we go. Rackamaster. Rackamaster sounds cooler. Okay, and then we got that. And then let's see here. What else do we need to do? Shopify does give you plenty of stuff to kind of just get going. I don't need to add a domain. I don't need to do really any of that stuff. I'm not going to set up any of the sharing stuff right now. I literally just need the store there. So I'm going to go ahead and try to connect this plan again. Yes, I just want the basic plan. Shopify takes a while to set up. I thought it would be faster than Etsy. I don't think it is. To be fair, you can perfect the store as long as you want to, but like you can, this will be live here just as soon as I'm done. Yep, that's pricing. $1 for 3 months, and then it goes to $39 a month. Which, if you're running a business, $39 a month should not make it break you. I understand if you're like in a dorm room right now doing it, it can be tougher, but it's not the end of the world. You can find a way to get it done. Yeah, we'll just go with the company address here. Yeah. There we go. And this is going to go as a sole proprietorship because it's under me, I guess. This is my store. My store alone. I was recording. I'm not going to record. I'm sorry. I apologize that I didn't show all this. It's asking me for my address to finish this subscription. Or by the business address. Let me start recording again. And we should be good to go. All right, I've added my first product. We've got products to sell. The thing should be ready to go. I should be able to, there should be a preview around here. Online store, here we go. Oh yeah, hit the eyeball. Here we go. And that's the store. And that is technically fine. So this store, technically, someone should be able to buy something from. So right now, if I go and buy now, yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll let me go through a full checkout. I'm not positive on that right now, but I do think you can buy this thing. The one edit I'm gonna make to this, I'm gonna go over to my products. Since I will be buying this product a couple of times, I am going to get it on free shipping and I'm gonna make it cost $1 so that I can buy it over and over again and not bill myself a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna make it weigh way less than even the quarter pound that I had before. There we go. That should all be fine. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we are. So now, yeah, now I have a store. We'll go back. There we are. We'll refresh this. Okay, that didn't refresh. Why didn't the product save? There we are. How's the product now? Now's the product cost $1. Okay. I'm gonna do a small thing. I'm gonna mess with my store. I'm gonna change it to a slightly different theme because I just want a different theme. I love Dawn just fine, but I want a different theme. I want, ooh, that looks cool. Yeah, this is kind of a product-y sort of a theme. So Savor seems a lot better than Dawn because Dawn doesn't seem like a product spot for me. I want to try the theme. And I'll come back and edit it at some point. Again, we'll go back to like full Shopify work through and I will just design the Shopify site and make it look cool because this is meant to be a real thing. Okay, so we are here. We're going to publish this. I don't want it to be password protected. I want the store to be fine. So remove a password there. And now I should be able to view my store and my store should look cool. Ooh, the store does look cool. And now I've got a product listing. It's a demo that looks really good. And I buy it right now. And that looks great. And you can check out. Okay, cool. So we got a Shopify store set up now. Okay, now that we have the Shopify store set up, I have a store that exists that I can do stuff with. That's great. Now I'm going to go ahead and set up Teleport from scratch. So we'll go to teleportpod.com. Here we go. And we will go ahead and log in. And we'll log in with Major Rackham. We'll log in over there. What kind of messages am I getting for there? Sweet. I've got everything the way I got it. Yes, tutorials all over the place. Here we are. The store URL. What is my store URL? That's not my store URL. That's not my store URL. Going back to here. I want. Here we go. It's your business. Okay. Here we go. Slant 3D text store. Gates. Ooh. put in my store URL there. This is Shopify, a store selling, it's optional, I don't have to put this in here. Selling 3D printed home goods and tools. I think I'm probably gonna be in the home goods and tools. Hold on just a second, I need to make a small note. Okay, am I still screen recording? Yeah, I'm still recording, cool. The logo URL, I'm not gonna go dig up the logo URL. You can get without it. Let me save store, here we go. Now, billing information. I can technically skip this, but I'm gonna go ahead and just get it in there, just for the sake of getting it all in there again. Alrighty, there we go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and connect up Shippo, actually, yes. So we'll connect up Shippo. You can skip it, you can use ShipStation instead, but Shippo is generally the best option, especially if you're in the US, that kind of stuff. So, start up another one. What is my email? Oh yeah, it is, hold on. Mazer Rackham? Rackham Mazer. There we are. Now everybody's gonna like spam this email, but I don't care, it's a junk email address, so do whatever you want, I'm not gonna respond to you. Rackham Mazer. Now the whole world knows the secret. There we are, sign up for that. Oh, you know, actually, I'm not sure if I'm able to, we'll see how this goes. I can't use that card because I've used this card on a separate account. And Shippo's gonna throw a hissy fit if I have the same card used all over the place. I'm making notes of each section of this. Put in payment here for this. This normally, it doesn't take this long to set up teleport. This is setting up teleport right now, putting in your card in once. But the Shopify and everything else, this is all going from scratch, which to be fair, it's only been like 30 minutes. So it's not like it's that big of a thing, but like it's good to see how to build a store from scratch. Okay, so here's a nice little run through of teleport. Let me put my stuff through. Let's see here, what's it all show us? 3D print on demand. All you need to do is upload your STL files and match them to an order in your dashboard. We can then print and ship your part to your customer, and then we automatically mark your orders shipped, and you can monitor each of our orders here and receive status updates of the order. Yep. What else we got? I'm gonna go through the full intro just to see what it is. Navigation bar, orders are waiting for it. Matches, we match. Here are where your STL files are. Files over here. Prototyper. Prototyper's cool. Prototyper lets you upload files. The account tab is where you can manage API keys, messing around with stuff. Cool. Next, just like that. Cool. Okay. Next, so here's the color coding and that kind of thing. As I'm going along, I'm making notes to the team and that kind of stuff of things like I want to move around. There's a misspelled word right there. But we evolve and teleport is always moving, so. Okay. Match, submit, cancel, resubmit. This will attempt to reprocess the order, cancel, match an order. Yeah, creating the match once it comes through. Submit means that you can push it on through, you can cancel it anytime you want to, and you can resubmit it. Okay. Yeah, I'll get files. I'll download this frog here, and this will be my frog. Oh, I'm gonna log in. Mazer Rackham. If I didn't have to set up like 5 profiles or whatever it was, this would be fine. But yeah, sign up for things. I'll eventually get a paid account over here, and I'll download files from that. There we are. I'm gonna put this on the desktop in my store. Froggy dish 1. And we'll open this up. There we go. We'll extract this. we go. And then we'll put this over there. And we'll put that up here. Oh, that's not the one I want. It looks like the one I want. Put this over here. And then go back to teleport. And I'm going to put the frog up in there. And I want just the frog. I don't want the eyeballs or anything else. I just want the frog. We may have to go through a file redesign of this whole thing because I'm actually not sure. Hang on. We'll look at 3D Builder. 3D Builder is an awesome app for checking files. But I'm going to go ahead and drag all these guys over here into this. So the frog has 2 separate eyeball parts. So they could be, I might upload them as separate pieces. Oh, actually, I will. I'll show you how to do this. There's the white parts, and then there's all the black parts. Next, cool. And tutorial. All right, so there's one thing that was missing here. We didn't actually connect teleport up, or we didn't connect Shippo to ShipStation. So we need to do that. Teleport is all set up and ready to stand by for an order, but we need to get it connected up to Shopify. So let's get back in here again. I gotta remember what my passwords infos was, or my sign in info. Watch, this email is gonna get spammed by like so many bots. But oh well. Okay. All right. So Shippo needs to be connected to ShipStation. So we logged into Shippo. We got Shippo set up on the first round of it all. Now we need to go ahead and connect it to Shopify. And you just say connect to store. And then I'm going to use my Shopify URL from before. And I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do that. And then Shopify, you allow it to be installed, just like this. Takes all of 2 seconds. And we're connected. So in order, now we have Shopify set up. We have teleport turned on. We have a product listing made. We have teleport connected to Shippo and Shippo connected to Shopify. So all the pieces are now together. So I should be able to now create an order over here and have it appear inside of teleport. And I will walk you through how to do a match. So we're gonna go over here to our awesome product listing, and I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. Just like this. And let me put in my credit card details again. And we'll roll through this whole thing. Hold on. Yeah, actually, yeah, I gotta put in all my credit card details. So everybody just stand by because I'm gonna turn off, pop up the main thing here, and I'm gonna be entertaining for just a moment while we go through this. Okay. There we go. There's all that. Oh, I'm gonna go. Wait a second. Go back. Before that, I'm gonna set up free shipping on my store. So I will show you how to set up free shipping here. Let me turn that. So in order to set up free shipping inside of Shopify, you go over here to your store, home, apps, analytics, content, markets, discounts, marketing, customers, settings, I believe. Well, no, it's online store itself. Preferences, I think shipping is inside of preferences. Yes, we don't want password protection on it. Automatic redirection, blah, blah, blah. Don't need any of those things. Okay. Oh, I actually do not know how to set up the shipping standards for all this. Hold on just a second. There we go. purchase orders, collections, inventories, customers. Wow, they've moved it since the last time. I'm gonna have to Google it. Fortunately, the answer always exists out there. Settings, shipping and delivery in your Shopify admin. Yeah. We'll go to home, settings. Where is settings? Oh, there it is. It keeps on getting blocked by all the notifications down at the bottom. Okay, yeah, here, shipping and delivery. We're gonna go ahead and go for free shipping here in just a moment. Let me go back to shipping and delivery. I think there's a more blanket way of getting this done to where I can just turn on free shipping all the way through. Okay, I'm gonna do it differently. I'm gonna set it up so that like anything over $1 is a free shipping order. Edit rate, price, minimum price, $1. Done. There we go. And yeah, 5 to 8 days, that's fine. We'll go through all of shipping and setting up shipping rates and that kind of stuff here at a different point when I really want to optimize that. Right now, it's all just about getting it set up. But I do want free shipping so that I can check out without having to pay shipping because I don't want to pay $5 in shipping. Refresh this. Okay, now I'm going to buy it. Okay. Now I'm going to put in this test order. Go. Ship it to me. It's free because it costs $1. Sounds like my store can't accept payments yet. Hold on. Let's get this set up. So, turn this back on. We're trying to get payments done. Shopify payments, complete account setup for payments. So we got to verify that I'm a real person who can be paid and that kind of stuff. So that's what they got to go through. Yes, I will be an individual. You don't need to set up a business entity in order to set up a Shopify store like this and that kind of stuff. I am, however, going to turn off the screen for this because it's just me. All right, so I went ahead and got the ID verification set up and got that all pushed through so that now the shop can actually accept payments. And now here I am at checkout once again, and it's given me, the handy thing with Shopify is that it makes checkout really easy because if it remembers you from other stuff, it will be able to send you these kinds of things. So, oops, here we go. Decode what the code is from the code. All right, now we should be able to go ahead and pay now. Sweet. An order, an order, an order. Hot dog. So I just bought a green frog. Okay. So now what we can do is we should be able to run into Shippo. Hey, no, that's not what I want. Back here into Shippo. And I'm going to refresh this. And there should be an order inside of here that verifies that Shippo is connected to Shopify. There it is. So there is an order there from there. And now if I go over to teleport, and hit refresh on it, there should be an order sitting inside of here. Ooh, the dashboard. Here's orders. Oh, over here, I need to turn on Shippo. I need to turn on Shippo right here inside of the admin panel. So, okay. Hold on just a second. Let me make one quick note for the guys of a thing we want to help out on. Okay. Now if I go back to orders, there we go. So I turned on Shippo, and now the order from Shippo also exists inside of here, which you can see that it is showing that it needs a match in order to actually be produced. So in order to do that, I'm going to go ahead and look over here in files because I just want to see some stuff. I'm going to look at this. If you want to see pricing of files kind of ahead of time, you can see what the price of the print cost is with different materials right here and that kind of stuff. And you can run through different materials and that kind of thing to see what they would cost with different setups and that kind of stuff. Let's see here. Let's look at this one, the all frog. Here we go. There we are. It gives you dimensions and that kind of stuff, the name of the file, what the cost to print this one is, which I wasn't that far off earlier when I was talking about it. I guessed it'd be about $9 and it's 10 or 11, so it wasn't that far off. And the cost of shipping this is probably going to be about $4, $5, maybe $6 or so. The cost of shipping, a good rule of thumb is if it weighs less than a pound, it's about $5. If it weighs more than a pound, you're at 10 to $11 generally, and how far away it is. But cool, so those are the files. That's how I know how much it costs. If you want to see the 3D model inside of here, you can pull it around just like this, which is nifty. Okay, and yeah, that'll be fine. I don't need to upload more files, so I'm going to go back here to orders. Now I'm going to go ahead and create a match. And in creating a match, you just hit match, and then you say, yes, this is the product that I want to create a match for. If for some reason you want to do it from scratch, you can go here, add in a SKU, add in the item, and that kind of thing, and that's a way of getting the matches done. Okay, create but I want to create a match for this item. So the item that just showed up is this right here. We'll go next, and I'm going to include the white parts and the full frog. So I'm just going to do, well, let's do all the parts actually, just like that. You can include third-party parts along with it too, along with the files to be printed. Here on the next step, we'll select the colors for each one of these files. So we'll create the match. So each one of these files are laid out and there's the option to create each one of the colors for them. Okay. The frog, all the white parts, I want to be in white. The frog, the all frog, I want to be in green because this is green frog. And then I want the black ones, just like that. And there we are. Confirm that that's the match that we all want. Cool. Create the match. Sweet. And now that is fine. Okay. Yeah, as I go through this, there's just like little notes and stuff I'm moving around for the guys. But you create the match. You don't see the shipping cost on all that kind of stuff. So again, if you want to double check that right now, I'm going to go back to files because I want to know how much it's going to cost me. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to be like, okay, so that's going to cost $10.74, and those are going to cost $3, and those are going to cost $3. So the total cost for the frog with multiple different colors is about $16-17. I'm selling it for $19. That's not a super great deal. If I got rid of the eyeballs and the bottom parts, then it would go down to the $10 for just the main frog. So this is why you want to design for just the frog. I'm going to include all the third-party parts, but yeah, each kind of the minimum cost in Teleport is like $3 for each individual piece. So an easy way of getting that is to combine them all together or not have them. So having this multicolor frog, I would actually probably sell for like $25, maybe even $29 if I was doing it for real. But for now, this is how you can check the pricing over here, is that you just see this stuff. Okay. Alrighty, going back to my orders. Here we go. Oh, you refreshed it. It had time to process, so now all the pricing got to come through. So you had the printing cost, the total cost. The shipping cost isn't estimated yet because we just don't know what it was. Label creation was a little bit off. Let's go ahead and retry that real quick. Oh, I know what's up. So my Shippo needs to go through verification. In order for this to work, another part of setup with Shippo is that you need to verify the account. So, let's go to my settings right here. There's just all the things of plugging it all together. Here we go. Wait, it's not what I want. I don't want to add a credit card. Why would I want to do that? Plan profile. I'm on the starter plan, which is totally fine. My profile is right here. Billing, yep. Okay. Nope, don't need to upgrade my plan. Don't care. So it can take like a business day for Shippo to verify your stuff. So let me pause this and I'll come back to you and we will verify Shippo. All right, so when you set up Shippo, you have to do ID verification for here. They're working on getting it minimized, but you do have to run through it. So this link can be sent to you there, and then you go ahead and go right into here, agree and continue, and this goes to here we go. And then apparently we scan this thing in here. I wonder what will happen when this QR code goes out on the internet and somebody else tries to scan it. Because apparently there's going to be all this stuff around. Okay, so they got to do an ID scan, which is pretty fast and easy. Like this is not terrible in the context of how the world works. I'm not showing anything. Am I? Cool. We're gonna go ahead. Yeah, approve all those things. Man, all this security around the world. I think that photo took it. Okay, now they want to see the back of it. Take a picture of that. Again, not doing anything weird or terrible, am I? I don't think so. This works pretty well. This is Stripe. Stripe does a good job. Okay. No, don't want to. Then I gotta take a selfie so that they know that the person in the photos is there. I'm gonna take off my hat. Whoops, that's not gonna work. There we go. Okay, so supposedly verification was submitted there, and that should be it. So that might take a little bit to actually process through. I'm gonna go ahead and just say, hey, maybe Shippo, I have billing inside of there. So that was verification for Shippo. That's all it takes. So now Shippo will have to churn on that a little bit, and then inside of Teleport, it should eliminate this error that pops up if you're having it on your first order. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and order a prototype through Teleport. So sometimes you wanna get parts to you before you do anything else. You may have orders sitting around here, but you don't wanna run them through quite yet. So you go over here to the little light bulb over on the side, and then you will have all of your files sitting there. And you can just select the part that you want. I'm gonna go ahead and create the regular frog here, and it'll give you a preview, and then it'll give you all of the color options here. And I'm gonna go ahead and go for green because I wanna see what it looks like in green because it's a green frog. And then I only need one, but you can technically select more if you want to and keep on rolling. You can use the prototyper for like sending orders out to people, but that's all kind of a thing. Hold on just a second. Let me try it. I want to go back to files. Move. Okay, go back to that frog again. Hold on just a second. I want to make a quick note for people. Okay, I want the frog to be green. I can pick different quantities, cool. That's all fine. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Or I can pick another part and add it into there. Add black, add to order, there we go. And parts will just keep on adding here. Okay, let's see, so that's my total order cost right there. I don't need that guy. Definitely don't need that guy, so I could add in the frog again. I could add in these again. I could add that in. If we go for frog, just want green, just want one of them. Okay, and then we go ahead, add order, and then we can proceed to components. You can add in components as if you want to try out screws and that kind of thing. So you can add that to order, blah, 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 blah. However many you want of each one of them. If you want a mess of them, if you're building a set or something like that, I'm actually going to remove them because I do not need any components for this. So we'll skip. Okay. And then okay. And more prints. Move. Yeah, here we go. I'm just going back and forth in it here so all you guys can see the preps at this point. Add order. Yep, there we go. Proceed to components. Then we can continue to shipping because I don't need components. And then I can say the destination of where I want it to go. We'll just ship it here to our office address. We can then run shipping. Okay, so there's the shipping cost for that. It's added in over here. And then we'll review the order. And there we go. So we got the order summary. We got that over there. And then you have this right here. And we'll go ahead and submit the order. It is going to use the billing that is already on file. So the card that's on file is the one that's already there and is going to get billed. So we'll just go ahead and submit the order. Just gonna think about it for a second. Bada bing, bada boom. Got the order down. To track your order, it'll show up inside the fulfillment tab, so that should be fine. There's the order number, and that should be fine. And now we can go ahead and head on back to orders, and we should see it over here. And you can see there's my prototype order sitting right there with the tracking number that will go along with it once it gets shipped out. And there's all the information about it. So that's how to do a prototype inside of Teleport. And actually, at the end of this video, we will probably show off that prototype getting made.